Hey everyone, and welcome. So, in this explainer, we're definitely going to be pushing beyond the basics. We're going to talk about the tools, the techniques, and yeah, the resources that are really going to take your data science skills to that next level. All right, let's just dive right in. So, let's set the scene. You've crunched some numbers, you've made a few charts, you're getting pretty comfortable with Python. And then you hit that wall, right? You're probably asking yourself that big question. Okay, now what? How do I go from just kind of knowing the stuff to being genuinely good at this? Well, the very first step, the place you have to start, is becoming a master of your own environment. You've heard it before, but it's all about working smarter, not just harder. And that means getting faster and way more efficient in the place you spend most of your time, the Python shell itself. Okay, first up, let's talk about a tool called IPython. The easiest way to think about this is it's the standard Python shell, but on steroids. It's this enhanced, super interactive environment that is just packed with useful features, including these things called magic functions that solve some of the most annoying, nagging frustrations of just everyday coding. Okay, here is a classic problem. I am sure you have run into this. You find a great little code snippet online. You copy it, you try to paste it into the standard Python shell, and bam, indentation error. It just completely freaks out over the white space. Well, IPython has this beautiful, elegant solution, a magic function called %paste. It just correctly pastes whatever is on your clipboard, white space and all. Honestly, that one feature alone is a huge reason to make the switch. It's a lifesaver. So, once your coding environment is all streamlined and supercharged, the next big step is usually visualization. You've probably gotten the hang of basic plots, but the real question is, how do you create visuals that truly impress, that actually tell a compelling story? Let's talk about moving beyond simple bar charts to making some powerful publication quality graphics. Look, the charts you're making now are probably functional, and that is a fantastic start. They get the job done, no doubt. But with the right tools, you can transform your data from just a simple report into a compelling narrative that uncovers much deeper insights. It's really the difference between just showing the data and truly communicating with it. So, what are the tools that get you there? Well, there are three key libraries to really explore: ggplot, bokeh, and d3.js. So ggplot is famous for its clean, professional look, which makes it perfect for those publication-quality charts you see in papers. Bokeh, that's your gateway to creating interactive visuals. Think dashboards with sliders and tooltips, and you can do it all right from Python. And then for the ultimate fine-grained control, you've got d3.js. It is the absolute gold standard for crafting custom, really powerful data stories on the web. All right, so we've leveled up our environment, we've leveled up our visuals, now it's time to expand the whole toolkit. Two big questions usually pop up right about now. Should I be looking at other programming languages? And just as important, where in the world can I find some interesting data to actually practice all this on? Let's talk about that other major player in the data science world, R. Now, let me be clear. You can absolutely build a fantastic career using only Python, but a huge number of data scientists and a ton of projects use R. Just becoming familiar with it is incredibly valuable. It helps you understand different ways of thinking, you can read other people's code, and you can just participate in that wider data science conversation. Of course, it doesn't matter if you're using Python or R. New skills are pretty useless without data to try them out on, so where do you find it? Here are some amazing starting points. Data.gov, that's the US government's open data portal. Tons of stuff there. Kaggle, you probably know, hosts data science competitions with really rich data sets. Reddit has forums like r/datasets, which is a gold mine. And Amazon Web Services actually maintains a huge collection of public data sets that are all ready to go. So, we've covered new tools for your environment, for visualization, and for finding data. But you know what? The final piece of this whole puzzle, it isn't a tool at all. It's a mindset. It's all about taking these new skills and applying them to problems that you genuinely find interesting. I absolutely love this quote from our source material because it just gets right to the heart of what drives great data science. The most impactful, the most rewarding work, it almost never comes from some formal assignment. It comes from your own curiosity. It's about finding a question that you just have to answer, an itch that you really need to scratch. And really, that brings us full circle. You have the foundation, and now you have a pretty good roadmap for what to explore next. You have the tools. The only question left is, What problem, what curiosity, what itch are you going to go tackle first? Hey, if you found this explainer helpful, it would be awesome if you could hit that like button, maybe share it with someone else who's on this journey, and of course, subscribe for more deep dives. Thanks so much for watching.